But you like you see in Pigazwell, right? You see in Pigazwell, right? He fucks me up. Why? Why? Because that character is broken. That's why. That's how it works. Or no, actually, it's not true. That's not how it works because I don't know the matchup. I need to learn the matchup. That's the issue. I should have learned to whip punish everything that was not possible to whip punish. I should have learned to guess right on this 50-50. I should have learned to I should have learned to not do anything -10. I should have learned to not whiff at any point in the match and get Hilda rung out. I should have learned to pick Azul. That's what I should have done.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just chilling. Didn't really do too much today.
Yo, everyone, what's up? What is up? What is up? Happy Sunday to everyone here, and welcome to the first podcast. This is so cool. I'm going to say it. Welcome to the first podcast that I am doing called Transcending History, everyone. And first off, thank you so much for being here. My guest for this week is going to be none other than Richsticks from Accelerate Gaming. A lot of you know who he is. He's a maxi player, probably turned as well. I don't know. We'll find out soon. But I am going to go ahead and bring Rich on. We're going to go ahead and talk about some things. We're going to talk about the community. We're going to talk about him, how he actually transitioned from an online warrior to a top 8 tournament player. You know, you really don't hear much about that. So let's go ahead and bring Rich on here, and we'll go ahead and take it from there. Hey, yo, Rich, you there, man?
Yo, here.
All right, word. Everyone, this is Richsticks. Rich, say what's up to everybody. Give yourself a little introduction about yourself, and we'll go ahead and take it from there, man.
All right. Well, my name is Rich. I've been playing Caliber since like 2014 online. This is my first year offline. You can say I'm doing all right so far. But yeah, I'm just out here on this podcast trying to make it good.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here and being my first guest. You know, I always wanted to do something like this, and you know, I really didn't have the drive at first to do something like this. But I don't know, just one day I was like, you know, because I'm older, I'm probably the oldest person in the community that's actively playing. And I'm like, you know, I'm not going to have all the time in the world to participate in enter tournaments like everybody else. I want to give back to the community because everyone deserves it. You know, I mean, we are a very tight-knit community here, and we don't get as much exposure, say, like a Street Fighter or Tekken. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think that us as, you know, the community members need to take a stand and do things like this in order for us to show, one, how much we really appreciate Soul Calibur, and two, our drive in order to be like a Tekken or be like a Soul Calibur and get that world tour or get, you know, this upcoming tournament, this last chance qualifier. So a little bit about yourself. You already said that you've been playing Calibur since Calibur, you said 4?
Well, okay. So you know the Soul Calibur 2 HD online like remaster thing that came out?
Yeah, on Xbox 360. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I got started about when that came out.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, I just played that on my friend, and we were like, yo, this game's pretty sick. I wanna play the newest version of it. So this is like 2014, right?
Mm-hmm.
Game's definitely not new anymore, Soul Calibur 5, but I get it anyway. Like, there's still people online and all that.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, 5 was the first one that I kind of took seriously in a way. I didn't go offline or any of that. But yeah, I just did that. I was looking back on it. I was pretty bad. Recently, I went back and played it, and I'm like, wow, I don't know the frame data of anything. So yeah, I did all right online, I guess, for what it's worth. But yeah, 6 is the first one where, like, after that, I kind of like took a 2-year break in between 5 and 6.
Oh wow.
So yeah, just came back and just went hard on the game.
That's good, man. That's good. And 2 years is a very long time. I mean, myself personally, I got into Soul Calibur 5 and I didn't even compete. I don't even think I competed in one Soul Calibur 5 tournament nationwide because at that time, you know, I was married. I was busy with a whole bunch of other things in life and working. And, you know, I mean, I loved Soul Calibur, but at the same time, I felt that the game itself was pretty much a dead game. And it sucked because, I mean, we all love Soul Calibur, and it just to see it fall the way that it did and just not get any support at all from Bandai Namco was just heartbreaking. And I was like, this is it. This is the final one. They're not going to make another one, and this is just insane. So Now I know that you said that you played a lot online, right? And you said that you're also from Iowa, the Midwest, correct?
Yeah, I'm from Iowa.
Yeah. So I mean, how is it that you're able to play a game like this online and take your skills that you have online and be able to take them offline to a tournament? Because you're very consistent at placing in tournaments. I think that you have placed almost top 8, except with the exception of Evo, at every tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That was the only time I wasn't top 8. Yeah.
Okay. How are you able to keep a mindset of being someone such as an online warrior and make the transition to play offline and still keep that same mentality? How is that done?
I kind of just treat my offline games like any other game, except with like more at stake, I guess. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to play on PC instead of PS4 online, so the experience is closer to offline, just because like the net code is better or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but like yeah, a good connection on PC doesn't feel too different from offline.
True.
So the transition wasn't too hard. Like I'm used to it at this point.
True.
But yeah, the way I was like started competing, honestly, if it weren't for AXL, my first tournament would probably be Combo Breaker instead of Frosty.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they really helped me get going.
And I would like to give a huge shout out to the Excel team. They are amazing people. I mean, I met you. Obviously, I met Boom, Illuminati. Shout outs to Boom. Shout outs to Alicia and the whole AXL team that I have not even met. Like, I know that you guys have some other members on your team now. Like, you just recently picked up Excalibur blades for DOA.
Yeah,
that's huge. That dude is an absolute monster at that game. Like,
best.
Just monster. I don't get how he does it. He's won so many NBLC, MLBC, or I forget. I think it's NLBC.
Yeah, it's NLBC.
Yeah, NLBC. Yeah, next level battle circuit. And then yeah, he's won so many of those and some big tournaments. So you guys really have it going on there. And shout outs to all of you guys there. Now, as far as and I have to talk about this. Okay, why Maxi? Like, you take a look at the roster, right? And you see all these killers, and I'm not talking about just Soul Calibur 6. I'm talking about every single Soul Calibur out there. I mean, you have characters that you have Viola, you have Nightmare, you have Ivy, you have Amy, you have Yoshi, you have all these characters. What made you become a Maxi main?
Oh yeah. It's a funny story, right? So I was playing online Soul Calibur 5. I think I was maining like maybe Natsu or Mitsu back then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just playing ranked or whatever. I got bodied by this Maxi. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play him just so I can figure out what he does, because I did not know where to start. And from there, I just kept playing him. I'm like, okay, this character's pretty cool and all that. Back in 5, I also had Algol, and towards the end, I played them about like the same amount. So come to 6, like Algol's not in the game, so I guess I'm picking Maxi. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I tell you what, because see, and people won't believe me when I say this, but back when Soul Calibur and Soul Calibur 2 were playing, I played pretty much the entire cast. Like, I played just about every character, but when shit hit the fan, I pulled out Ivy. I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm playing Ivy, whatever. But Maxi is one of those characters that, you just can't unga bunga with this guy. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to know what the heck you are doing and just have great mechanics. Yeah, the awareness and mechanics and just knowing what the heck it is. Just basic fundamentals is what I meant to say. And, without that, you could really just you'll get your ass kicked pretty much. And you don't know what you're doing with Maxi.
if you don't know what stance you're in, like there's a chance where you could just throw out a -32 move just because you don't know what you're doing. So
Yep.
you really gotta know.
Yeah, and it's insane. I just don't. I mad props to you for playing Maxi. I'll say that right now. But however, and we're about to talk about this. We're going to talk about this right now. I understand that you have another character that you're playing. Do you want to inform everyone who this character is and why it is that you are actually playing this character?
Yeah. So I'm starting to get a little out, or not algal as well. It's a really good character. I think that he needs to be nerfed.
Yeah, I really don't have much else to say about that other than the fact that the character is very strong. Very strong. Nice Maxi picture. Thank you so much. Straw Hat. I actually took this photo through NVIDIA Ansel, and for every guest that I have on the show, I'm going to put their favorite character up, which reminds me I might have to switch out this Maxi one for Aswell one too, or take Aswell's head and put it on Maxi's body or something. Who knows? So
yeah, with Aswell, I just like, okay, so I'm like Maxi only, right? This is probably a couple of months ago, right? And more people are figuring out the matchup. And Maxi's one of those characters where it's like, if you know the matchup and you got your reactions down, it just makes it really hard for him to get anything going. Which is why if I'm in bracket and I'm against a Maxi, I'm not even going to pick Maxi because I could just make it that much easier for myself.
Gotcha.
But, with Aswell, you can know the matchup so much. But at the end of the day, you're still going to get mixed. He still has that I-10 launcher.
I-10.
All these amazing tools. He's got the guard damage. He's got the Oki. And you can't take that away from him no matter how much you know the matchup. So that's why I'm starting to lean more towards Aswell.
So I-10 launcher, right? Everyone, listen to that, okay? I-10 launcher. My character's fastest move is a freaking I-12 AA. Okay, remember that. Think about that for a second. I-10 launcher, guys, which leads to Oki, mind you. So
really good Oki. It leads into the best mix-up in the game.
Yeah, and that's the one that's A then B, right? Where it's the 2-hit and it's natural. Is that what that is? Holy heck! Holy cow! That's insane. That's
in the same
insane.
stance, he's got a full screen with Punisher. That's also great.
Yeah, I know about that one. That's the one where he like throws his sword and then lunges at you. Yeah, and it has the same range as IV66A hold. Even further, I know from experience.
You can whip punish IV66A hold with it.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that you could block it and then punish it, or is it just whip punish? Okay, you had me scared there for a minute. Holy shit, you had me scared for a minute because if that was all blocked, that would be busted. I was about to say, like, I would switch characters immediately if that happened. Like immediately, I wouldn't even mess around with anything. So, when it comes to playing this game, I know there's a lot of fierce competition out there. I mean, you got people out there, and I mean, I'm not gonna. If I don't bring up your name, I'm not going to discredit you, but people like Party Wolf and obviously Linkors and Skill and, a whole bunch of, people out there that are just very, very strong, like Blue God and, and not to take, again, anything away from anyone because all of you guys are freaking awesome at the game. Who do you think is the strongest opponent that you have fought, and who do you think is the best player right now?
I'd say Blue God to both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he plays as well, but he plays them different.
Yeah, it's hard to break, and I feel like Aswell's really a character that enables good players better than any other character can right now. So it's a good fit.
You know, that's a good way of putting it. And putting that, when you think about it in that perspective, it's true because I mean of the tools that he has. You know what I mean? And like I said, this matchup, dude. Like if I had hair, I wouldn't anymore. Like serious, like seriously, like guys, girls, everyone. If you take a look at my streams, there are times in which I'm like, yeah, I have an 85% lead on life. I have Aswell here. I'm going to get him. Nope. It could be one mistake. And it doesn't matter if it's full screen. It doesn't matter if it's neutral. It doesn't matter if it's up close. Like seriously, he has tools to punish. And
that's because his Oki's so good. So like if you're low on life, like when I'm low on life on Aswell, I never feel like I'm just out of the game. Because I know I can get that one knockdown and I can make that into like 100-0.
Thank you for following.
That's insane. That is insane. Ion Spear, thank you very much for joining the Madhouse. Much appreciated. Welcome to the podcast today. And yeah, dude, like with the whole thing, again, with Aswell, I sit there and it doesn't matter who plays this character. Like they come up on the screen and I'm just like, oh shit. You know, it's just one of those things, Now, that being said, though, as far as characters and whatnot, who is your least favorite character to fight in Soul Calibur 6 besides Aswell? Because I know the answer if I were to say who's your least favorite character to fight in Soul Calibur 6, it's going to be him. Yeah. Now, besides him, what characters do you hate fighting against the most?
The ones I hate the most are 2B and Astra. I feel like 2B. Well, the thing they both have in common is that they're like 50-50 machines, which I think is kind of dumb. But I feel like 2B doesn't really have to play neutral as much as most of the roster, especially because there's not one single way to beat neutral AGS.
Yeah, that aggression shift is really, really hard too. They buffed it, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like they buffed it in like a patch. I'm not sure.
I know 2B got buffed. I forgot what it was, but I think it was something from one of Richsticks.
Gotcha. Because that's a hard matchup too. Like I played Nova Mage and oh dude, he busted me up pretty good. He busted me up really, really good. And then about Astaroth, what makes you think that Astaroth is a hard opponent for you?
It's just like he's a 50-50 machine. And his post GI is great because he can't step his A+B. So it's like you throw out A+B, they re-GI, then it's good for you, and they don't re-GI, it's still good for you. You just kind of throw it out. Same with his throws. They break it, it's still good for you because you're +8. It's like you can really just keep it going even if you're guessing right.
Damn, yeah, that's good advice. That's good to know. And yeah, I hate fighting Astaroth. You know what? And I've realized this. Every character that begins with the letter A is a plain asshole to fight, okay? Amy, Aswell, Astaroth. I'm going to say it, okay? Every single character that begins with the letter A is an asshole to fight. Period. Period. Yeah. Mark my words, everyone. Look at the roster. Look at the names. They all begin with A, and they are difficult to fight. Plain and simple. Now, what keeps you going to play this game? Because I mean, there has to be a time, just like anything else, where you get burned out. You know, like you have real life things going on. You're a college student, if I'm not mistaken, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, how are you able to keep yourself motivated and keep a balance of playing Soul Calibur and then yet go to school?
I'd say it's just like because Soul Calibur is a hobby for me at this point. Because like the main way I have fun with video games is being competitive. That's why I also like playing basketball a lot.
I like that
because I like competing and all that.
Nice.
So it's kind of hard for me to get burnt out on it just because I know even when I'm practicing so that I can be competitive, and just knowing that I can actually go out offline to these majors and everything now, like it's just more motivation for it.
That's pretty cool, man. That's really cool. You never thought in a million years that you'd be a sponsored player playing Soul Calibur and being able to travel, huh?
I never even thought I'd be able to make it to a major. But once I saw Soul Calibur 6 was coming out, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going for sure. At least one.
That's awesome. That's good stuff. Because I even told myself too, I said, everyone, the only way I would get back into competing and going to tournaments once again is if they made another Soul Calibur. And they did. And
game's
oh, go ahead.
like,
go ahead.
doing really well. The game was doing really well. So I think we might actually get like a Soul Calibur 7 at some point in time.
Dude, you realize I'll be like 50. I will be 50 when that happens.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that. I might even be older than that when that drops,
Maybe.
dude. Jeez.
But like, since it's been doing well this late into the game's lifespan, doing well enough for them to give us a season 2.
Yeah.
Like, as far as sales, players, this and that, I feel like they'd be confident in giving us a new game eventually.
Yeah, I think it would be great. Hey, Carmine, what's up, man? Thank you very much for joining the Madhouse and the podcast today. Yeah, man. Okay, so I still remember when they came out on stage, right? And they were like, does your soul still burn?
Dude,
no. I shit you not. My oldest kid was right next to me. Dude, I jumped up so damn high out of my desk, dude. I was literally crying. Like, oh my God, there is a Soul Calibur 6. It looks amazing. I don't give a damn. I'm so freaking happy right now. And
Did you buy the season pass ASAP?
Oh, dude, I bought everything. The moment it was announced, I got on the phone with GameStop. Yo, GameStop, do you have a collector's edition up yet? Yo, how much is it? Does it have a season pass? What, tell me everything. Like, I called the moment it ended, dude. And I was like, hey, I need the rundown on everything about Soul Calibur at your store. You do this for me, please. Just let me know. And then the moment that they announced everything, I paid it off in full. I was the first person there at my local GameStop.
Was there a line?
There was actually quite a few people. There were about 20-something people there to pick it up.
Damn, all right.
Yeah, there's about 20-some people here. And the thing is that they really didn't market it all that much, compared to like Tekken and all that. And for people to like come in and be like, hey, can I get a copy of Soul Calibur? I mean, there were people besides the 20 that kept on like straggling in, picking up copies. And some of them wanted the collector's edition, but I was like, nah, you can't have that one because I already got it and they don't have any more. So, nah, this is mine. This is mine. You can go out and try to get the other one yourself. But yeah, that within itself, that time in which they said that, it was a game changer for all of us. And, Okubo, thank you for, creating this game and actually listening to our community and, taking the advice and, trying to do what you can in order to make it happen. Because one thing I'm about to talk about now is season 2. So season 2 is on the horizon. We already know some of the things that we saw in the trailer. We saw a new soul charge mechanic that allows you to extend combos. We saw Tira actually just impact an unblockable attack. We saw Reversal Edge actually get blocked. And we saw some new stages and some new moves and some new stuns and so forth. What is it that you want personally out of season 2? What is it that you would like to see brought to us when season 2 launches, Rich?
For one, I feel like they need to do a ranked overhaul. I feel like it would be better if they just use like the ELO system and they had different seasons where it like resets once every half a year or whatever. Because right now, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel that rewarding to rank up. And then like maybe like say that top 10 ranked people will get like a little gift bag from Namco or some shit. That'd be pretty cool.
damn, that's smart. Namco, Bandai Namco, Okubo, you hear this? This is good, because I'm going to talk about a game that we all love to hate, and that game is Overwatch. Okay. However, I know in the past that they have a top 500 system, right? And then you'll get a badge, and it'll actually show you that, hey, I hit top 500. But then you get a special type of emblem and a badge that moves. And maybe they could do something along the lines of, kind of like that, because see, you can earn competitive points in Overwatch, right? And when you earn these competitive points, you can actually apply it towards you can make your weapon a gold weapon, right? So maybe they could do something along the lines of earning competitive points, and then when you get enough competitive points, you could unlock a special outfit, or a special pose, or a special like a heading that you could put on, like in the game. Because I know that in like Street Fighter, well, actually not even in Street Fighter, in Tekken, they actually have those headers up there, right? So so in Soul Calibur, you just have life bars, and it just shows the names, right? One thing I would like for them to do in season 2 is to actually show the characters like profile photo, kind of like how in Tekken, like where it says Jin, it shows a picture of Jin.
Yeah, it shows Jin.
Yeah, it shows like his face, and then underneath that, it's like whatever rank you're at. Like it can show your rank below that, or something along those lines. I really hope that Namco could learn. Namco could learn a lot from Tekken, because it's their own game. How about they take some of the things that they have from Tekken and incorporate that into Soul Calibur? And I mean, that's such a genius idea that you brought that up, that you could get points and apply it towards something like that. That's genius.
Yeah.
That's genius. Really cool. I think that's awesome. I think that would be a bigger motivator in order to want to rank up. And kind of like how they have the promotion matches and the revenge matches. And I don't even know everything that Tekken has. I recently picked up Tekken 7. I'm trying to get back into Tekken 7, or Tekken again. I play Nina, I play Brian, and Heihachi. I got to play Heihachi and represent old people because I'm old. So I got to represent old people. Oh, Heihachi's awesome. But I wish that they would do something along those lines for Soul Calibur. And, maybe that's information that we can pass along to them. Like, look, I mean, you see this in Tekken. Why not try it in Soul Calibur and actually see if it works? I think that it would. I think that's fantastic.
Another thing from Tekken that they should try in Soul Calibur is a world tour.
We're definitely going to be talking about that. As a matter of fact, let's talk about it now. Let's just talk about it now, because I was going to bring it up. Do you think Soul Calibur is ready for a world tour?
I think the game is definitely ready. Like, we just need to see it happen.
Yeah. And speaking of world tours and prizes and things along those lines, you're going to the last chance qualifier in Vegas, correct?
That's right. Yep.
Oh man, I think this tournament here is probably going to be the hardest tournament you have probably ever participated in, besides Evo. Am I correct?
It might be. CEO is pretty hard, and I'm assuming like some of the people that had to play at CEO won't be at the LCQ.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
It's crazy how quick they announced it and how close of a time frame it is. I mean, I honestly, it makes me wonder if because of this tournament that they are going to actually show season 2 like maybe a month after that, or is it like a week after that? We don't know. I mean, he could say that it's next year and then be like, hey, by the way, I lied to you guys, season 2 is going to happen tomorrow after the last chance qualifier. You know what I mean? Something like that could happen, but it is kind of a short notice. I think that if they were to push it back maybe a couple of months that more people would be inclined to enter, because you have to think about this. This is November, right? Like, you have Thanksgiving, people just came back from Evo, and then probably another tournament, and that's a lot of money. Going to tournaments is not cheap. Like, you have to pay for plane, hotel, food, water.
You're gonna be real lucky if you even make your money back.
Right. Like, I've been there, and it's rough, but I have a lot of fun, and I hope that everyone that does go to these tournaments has the experience to meet people and grow as a community and have fun. That is, and win. You know what I mean? If you don't win, take that as a learning experience and what it is that you could do next time and be better, and try to go out there and kick some butt. Now, as far as the world tour, where and what locations do you think should happen? Like, should it be 8 places, kind of like Tekken, and then overseas, or should it be some here in the States? Well, obviously here in the States, but what states do you think deserve a spot for a world tour if it were to happen?
I think it should just be at like
bids received.
You're running and do it like Tekken system, except for dojos. I don't really like the whole thing of dojos, because there's some areas where you're just not gonna have dojos at all.
You cut out there. Can you hear me, Rich?
My mic was acting up.
Yeah, I noticed.
There's and there's also some areas where there's gonna be like lots of dojos, and there's gonna be people who can take advantage.
Thanks
of
for the
that
bits, dude. Really
like
appreciate it. Thank you so much, Agnostic.
In the area. So other than that, I feel like it should just be like, oh, okay, just like Tekken, like the smaller majors are challenger events and the bigger majors are master events. And you just like throw in pot bonuses or whatever you do, just like Tekken does. I think that's a really good system.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like that. It sounds like they know what they're doing. And I got to give a shout out to Astral Gaming as well. I mean, they contributed $100,000 to the pot. That's freaking huge. That's huge. I'm wearing my Astros right now. I mean, I will say right now, they are a pretty damn good headset. It's really good. But shout outs to Astros for that. Now, one thing I want to talk about here, and this is going to be crazy because there's someone who thinks that frame data is not important. I'm talking about you, Icy.
Yeah, it's important.
What do you think about frame data? Do you really think it's important? Do you really think it needs to be studied the way that some pros study it? Tell me your thoughts.
I think it is really important because, like, if you're not really doing your punishes, then you're missing out on free damage and probably a similar amount of plus frames. So it's like you really don't want to mess things up like that, especially against characters who have a lot of -20s where you can just straight up launch them. If you give up that opportunity, you're missing out on like quarter life. So you don't want to do that. On top of that, like just knowing if something's around -4, -6, -2, it can also help guide your decisions on whether or not you want to press a button or whether or not you want to step. Because chances are, if you're stepping while you're -12, you're gonna get caught even by like a lot of verticals. So yeah, just knowing where you are as far as frames go can help you so much.
See, that's good to know. That's definitely good to know because I think the problem is that a lot of people don't want to study frame data because they don't understand it. So can you give us an example on how frame data actually works? And you can pick whatever characters you want and then give a scenario on what you would do and the actual frame data.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so say I'm Mitsurugi and I'm going against... Okay, say I'm Cervantes and I'm going against another Cervantes. He's going to throw out a 3B, right? So I can just AA that, get my opponent, and that's essentially your opponent giving you free damage because you made the right read as far as your block goes.
Your mic cut out there during that part. What was that?
So like
You said 3B and then you said AA and then after that something happened, like your mic didn't pick up.
Oh yeah, so basically that's your opponent giving you free damage that can add up over time, because you only need like, I want to say like 10 or 12 pokes and they're just straight dead. So yeah, that's mad important. But yeah, just in general, like moves will always have a startup and their frames on block. So say like, I don't know, Cervantes, I believe his 3B is the startup on his 20 frames and on block is minus 14. So you can use one of your moves that has 14 frame startup to get free damage against him if you block it. And that's just like the general principle of all of it.
See, guys, it's like math. It's one of those things where am I wrong?
It's kind of like I suck at math. I feel it's more like memorization.
Yeah. So let's say, for instance, that someone throws out a move like 3B that's 16 frames. So what you're saying is that I could do a move that's 16 frames as well and get damage, or something that's faster than that and get damage.
Yeah, exactly.
So something that's equal to or faster, I'll get damage. Think about that, everyone. Just think about that. But there's times in the heat of the moment that even we will mess up and don't throw out the right punish. Like there's been plenty of times where, or else we'll do a punish, but we don't do the right punish. And that's just one thing that it happens to all of us. You know, we are not perfect. We make mistakes, especially in crunch time. We get nervous and things along those lines. And speaking of nervousness and tournaments, do you feel like you ever get nervous when you have to go and play against anyone in tournament? Because I mean, I'll tell you what, man, you look like you're very composed and very calm when you're playing your games for the most part. I know that when you had your match against JJJ and you picked Aswell, I will say this right now, you should have seen the chat during that. They were like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like what's he doing? Like, why is he playing Aswell for? And then it didn't work out, and then you went back to Maxi, and then it was a fantastic match. But do you ever feel like that you get the jitters or you get nervous and things along those lines?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like not as much now, but on my first tournament at Frosty, like I was mad nervous. Like I couldn't even eat the whole day of like the top 8 day. Like,
dang,
it was that bad.
Oh
but,
man,
like it's not that bad no more. I'm glad I at least look calm. But yeah, right now it's more of like an adrenaline thing. It's still kind of like nervous because there's some things where it's like, okay, I'm practicing. I would never do that because that's a bad decision, but I do it in tournament for whatever reason. So that's still something I got to get better at. But I feel like if I warm up a lot beforehand and practice with the same intensity, like an hour before I play, then it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. And I guess it's something that as you get older, because back when I was younger, I could just dive in and be like, yo, I'm just going to go ahead and kick your ass, whatever, you know, playing CVS2 or whatever. I really didn't need a lot of practice. But it seems like now that I need to warm up sometimes, and I've noticed that it really does help with you trying to establish a mindset of going into this match. Like, look, I'm playing this person, and making sure that, you know, that you're ready mentally and physically. And I cannot stress this enough, everyone. You need to get rest when you are at a tournament the night before. I can't stress that enough. It is very important. Now, if you don't happen to have any intentions of wanting to like win or you just want to hang out, then fine. You know, who cares? Go out, have a, you know, go to a party, whatever. But if you plan on participating in this tournament and want to give it your all, sleep is your friend. It really is. That and water. I cannot express that enough. I mean, you see what you guys have witnessed what happens when Linkers drinks water. You guys have seen it. You guys know what happens when that man drinks water. He powers up. And I think there's something in the water, though. I honestly think there's something in the water when he drinks it, because, man, that guy's on a whole nother level. He's on a whole nother
the water.
Yeah, easily. So, you know, I have a question to ask you. This is kind of like my personal question that I'm going to ask you. When do you plan on playing Ivy and having Ivy as your main character?
Never. Unless they make Ivy as good as Aswell. Nah. If they did that, then I'd consider it.
I will say this. He did play Ivy yesterday on his stream, everyone.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
It was awesome, actually. He didn't do a Sum of Suffering or Calamity Symphony, but he was like, how do you do this? And how does this work? And so on. And it's just weird it's weird being a constant poke character, right? Like, constant poking is what Ivy is. And, you know, I had to uphold my end of the bargain. And later tonight, if I do have time to stream, I promised Rich, you guys are going to laugh. I promised Rich I will play Maxi. So get ready to see some horrific Maxi play. I don't know what does what. I know one combo. I know a couple of moves with Maxi. So
hey, that's a good place to start.
Yeah, man. But, you know, I mean, it's just crazy. Because I never knew of you at all, other than the fact that one day, and I don't even know how I came across you. I think I typed in Soul Calibur in the Twitch section, and you and were just lighting it up with Maxi. I'm like, holy shit, man, these guys are tearing it up. Like, okay, you know, this is Soul Calibur. I want to meet a lot of people. Let me go ahead and follow. And I think that was all it took. And, you know, sure enough, you enter this tournament that's ran by Alicia to get sponsored. And then you're going around, you and Boom are placing top 8 in these tournaments. And, you know, I mean, that's just awesome, knowing that even though you could be an online warrior, you could turn it around and actually compete offline. And I mean, it just goes to show, guys, that if you dedicate the time, you know, you could persevere and get opportunities like Rich did. I mean, the guy's able to travel. I mean, how many tournaments have you been to now? You've been to Frosty. You've been to CEO. You've been to Summer Jam. You've been to Evo. You've been to, gosh, what other tournament? Final Round. Combo Breaker. That's 6 tournaments. That's 6 majors, mind you, not just locals. That's 6 major tournaments, guys. So you're able to, put in the hard work, learn your characters, hate Aswell.
Play Aswell.
Play Aswell. You have to. It's going to be rough. You know, I mean, that matchup is rough. Now, I'm going to go back as far as season 2 because I want to talk about season 2 a little bit more. What characters are you excited? Let me rephrase that. What characters would you like to see in season 2? And do you have any intentions of playing any of these characters in season 2?
I want to see Algol, of course. Gotta come back. Yun Sung or Huang, either one. I'll be happy with it. And my third one, probably Setsuka. Yeah. I would plan on taking Yun Sung and Algol seriously, but I'd still play Setsuka for fun.
Everybody's up on that Setsuka train, and you know what? I really think it's going to happen. I don't think that they would introduce a new character. I mean, it would be kind of cool. Don't get me wrong. It'll be really cool. And who knows? It could happen. It could be like Setsuka's sister or something, kind of like how Natsu appeared. You know what I mean? Something
Yeah,
along
I
those
mean,
lines.
Last time they made a new character, we got Aswell, and the time before that we got Vi. So, do you really trust them?
No, 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 I don't.
They're not on a hot streak.
Yeah, and oof, yeah. As far as stages, would you like to see any of the older stages come back? And if so, what stages would you like to see?
Yo, I'm trying to see the Money Pit. Bring that back. That's the main one.
That's a good stage. That's a good stage.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
I personally would like to, and I get a lot of shit for saying this. I want a giant fucking raft again, and I mean I do, but this raft has to be super big, like humongously big, because with the ring out potential that some of these characters have, it would not be cool if it was like the same size as Soul Calibur 3. Like like Sung Mina will be able to knock you down and ring out. Ivy will be able to ring out. Ring out. So yeah, it would have to be a big raft. I would like to see that stage. I would like to see, I like Laisha's stage from Soul Calibur 5. I really liked all the stuff that's going on in the background in that stage. I really do. I would like to see that. Cool. That is a cool stage. And I like Viola's stage from Soul Calibur 5 as well. I like how the light was, sunlight was actually going through the trees and whatnot. And then it had like puddles of water, and it just had like this surreal type of environment. And so I would like that stage. I don't want any infinite stages. Infinite stages, no. That's a no. That's a yeah. Someone was like,
especially for Maxi.
Right. They're like, hey, how about you have an infinite stage? I'm like, no. Infinite stages just don't work in. They shouldn't work in any fighting game, to be honest with you. And I kind of wish that Tekken didn't have one either. But it is what it is. I mean, Tekken always had it, and then they just introduced walls in 4. So
I feel like stage positioning is really important to know, and if you have infinites, then it just doesn't matter.
Right. But one thing that Namco needs to fix is the stages that have lower walls, especially the damn port storm stage,
Maxi stage.
Yeah, like how many times are people going to fly through that wall? Like seriously,
I don't know.
How many times are people going to fly through that wall? You could do Sung Mina 6A, and then they're going to go through the wall. You could do 236B with Cassie. They're going to fly through the wall. Like that stage, honestly, has a lot of issues, and it needs to either one be fixed or two just not be played, because they start you out like so far away in that stage. It's like, why am I so far away for? Like,
I'd be okay if it got banned, honestly.
It's like, why is this stage like this stage?
It's not a good stage. I also liked the Patroclus stage. I thought it was a really good design, like just the arena feel. Hopefully they can do something like that. Yeah,
Soul Calibur 5 has some really good stages. It really did. Yeah, Soul Calibur 5 had a lot going for him, and everyone hates Patroclus though. Like everyone hates that character. I don't think there's one person. Do you like the? I think you might be the only one that likes that character.
I used to play him.
I was like neutral on the character. Like I was just neutral. I was like whatever. But then they came out with Alpha Patroclus, and then I was like, wait a minute, where's Setsuka?
Gone.
Right. I was like, this isn't Setsuka, but he has Setsuka's moves. Give me Setsuka. That's not cool.
Same with Pure Omega and Cass.
Yep. I was like, come on now. Like they could do better than this. So now, as far as the music and whatnot, Okubo, I now have a podcast, and this is my first one, so I'm going to say this. Give us the Con Super Session music, and if not, I'm modding my game. I'm sorry. I want it. I want the Con Super Session music. I'm shocked that it wasn't actually included when they announced Soul Blade, because I was like, oh, Soul Blade music is gonna have Con Super Session. I clicked on it. I was like, is my game glitched out? Where is it at?
I
was like,
they should have put all of them in there.
I was quite sad. I was like, come on, man. Like, why is it not there? Why is it not available? So now, what advice do you think that you could give new players coming in? Because you have people that are coming to this game and they feel very discouraged. They feel that they're not good enough at the game. They feel that they can't go to any tournaments and win. They feel that they're not able to excel at this game at all. What advice can you give people that are new to the game, and what advice can you give to people that are new to tournaments?
Well, first off, you gotta know, just make sure
What's up,
you're
Black Star?
aware of why you're playing. That's the number one thing. If you're playing just to fuck around and make wizards with giant dicks on Creative Soul, then by all means, go for it. But, like, yeah, there's just like, oh, I just want to be an average player. Oh, I want to do well at tournament. I want to be one of the best. Like, just make sure you know what your goal is. And that goal can change. It's all right. But if you want to, like, be a really good player at this game, just be aware that you're going to have to do a lot of losing, because if you're not challenging yourself, then you're not going to go anywhere. If you're playing, like, someone's 4-year-old cousin all the time, you're not going to be challenged, and it's not going to teach you how to be a good fighting game player in general, because there's a lot of adaptation that needs to be done. There's a lot of character knowledge, especially in this game, that you need. And yeah, just make sure you get your fundamentals down, and try to think of, like, whenever you take damage, try to just keep it in the back of your mind. Like, ask yourself why you took that damage and what you can do to avoid that. But yeah, that's the main thing.
That's good. That's actually good to know, just for the simple fact that you know, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because people hate losing. Everybody wants to win all the time, right? But you're not going to win all the time. Like, even the best athletes in the world lost. Even the big one. Like, let's use Tom Brady as an example, okay?
Yeah.
Like, the guy is a phenomenal football player. He's the best quarterback of all time. I hate to say that. That's actually hard to say. But he is. The man has 6 rings. Like, he has 6 rings. Maybe he cheated on some of them. Whatever. He has those 6. But the thing is, even if you were to take away the rings, they have lost. And Bill Belichick is one of those coaches where it's like, look, we lost. Let's sit down and find out why you lost. And let's rebound. And let's improve upon that. And one thing about fighting games is that you're going to have to deal with a lot of losing, like you said, and a lot of criticism too. Now, there's constructive criticism, which is the good kind, but then there's criticism that you're going to get from chat. Well, and this happens quite a bit too. People in chat will be like, well, how come he didn't do this move? I would have done that. You know, that I'm
not up there.
Yeah, I want to stop that shit right now. And I will say this right now to all the people who think that they are the shit, right? You are not there. You do not know what goes on in those competitors' minds at that moment. You know, they just don't know. It's a different experience and a different type of environment when you are competing versus playing with your next door neighbor or your friend or your cousin and so on, because you can mess up at home and you get to go again. At tournaments, 2 strikes, you're out. You're done. You're done.
It just goes by just like that. Like, I was playing Rufus at Evo. I'm like, where the fuck did all my health go? Like, it just, it's so fast.
Like, and I'm going to ask you a question about Evo, okay? Because you played a Taki player from Russia, correct?
Yeah.
I have never heard of this guy. I have never seen this guy at all, right? And you got defeated in that matchup. And I watched it, and I know the look on your face was, it was a look I have never seen you have before, ever.
Oh, yeah.
You looked very upset. Like, I'm not even going to lie. You looked pissed. You looked pissed.
I was.
You looked pissed. What? Explain to me and talk to me what happened during that match And what was going on through your mind after that match was over?
What happened during that match?
Mhm.
I like going into that match. I figured, all right, yeah, people are telling me all about this guy, about how he's so good and all that, and I believed him. But I figured, like, what does he really know about Max? Because he's from Russia. Uh, I don't know of any Russian Maxi players. So I tried to like do level 1 shit test kind of things, but he knew all of it, and that caught me off guard.
Yeah, when I was watching the match, I was just like, holy shit! Like, and the thing is that I don't think that it was that you were playing bad. It's just that this guy knew what the hell was going on, and like shit like that will catch you off guard. Because I mean, think about this, okay? Who do you know from Russia, right? No one.
Belial. I knew who Rufus was. There's Dom. Like, they have a pretty strong scene. But
it's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And, you know, tell us about what you were thinking after the match. Because, again, dude, they showed your face. I was like, man, my boy's pissed. Like, what was going... like, seriously. I mean, besides you being mad, what was it that you told yourself in order to try to get back in the game and do better your next match? What is it that you did?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't tell myself anything that would help me get back into the game. I was thinking like, fuck, dude, I need to learn a new character. Why'd I let him do all that shit? This and that. I'm pissed. And I was heated up until like later that night. Like once it was all over. But yeah, I feel like that definitely didn't do me any favors with my losers games either, because that was winners.
Yeah, and you know, I've been down that road. There's just times where, and I'm just going to use myself as an example. Like, I know there's a time in which we have all been bodied, like absolutely just demoralized. And it's just one of those things where you're like, what the living hell is going on? Why did this happen? And you hold that L and you hold that salt so much. And it's crazy because you'll go into your next match, but you're not even focusing on your next match. You're still focused on your fucking loss.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
And I've been there. And, you know, that sometimes is not a good feeling because you're thinking about the last match. And then you're like, well, instead of me thinking about the last match, I need to think about the match that I'm actually in order to try to win that one. And there's times where I've gone in there and I just blew it. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to play anymore. Like, I just had this attitude of, I don't want to play anymore. And it's crazy because people will know, like, hey, look, Crazy J's not in a good mood. And you'll know when I'm not in a good mood because I won't talk. I'll walk away. I'll stay by myself for about 20 minutes.
That's how I was.
And people,
more than 20 minutes.
Yep, it'll be like 20 minutes. And I mean, you just got to give that person space and time. You just do. You know, you just have to. Don't say that, hey, it'll be okay. Don't say, hey, it's just a game. Just let that person sit there, absorb everything that just happened.
Just hold that.
And just hold that and try to bounce back. Because I've been competing. God, man. My first tournament was when I was like 11 at Blockbuster Video. So I've been competing for a long time, man. And I still get nervous if I were to go up on the big stage. And, you know, one of my goals is to go to a national and just be on stream just to say hi to everyone. That's what I want to do. I just want to go on stream and be like, hi, everybody, and whatnot. I mean, if I win, cool. If I lose, cool. You know what I mean? I just want to be on there and just say what's up to everyone and everyone spam IV emotes. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to see.
I wish they do interviews more. I feel like that'd make it more entertaining for the viewers.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's one reason why I wanted to start this, is that I want people to get to know others in the community. And I'm not only going to be interviewing veterans such as yourself, I want to interview some new people coming into Soul Calibur so we could get their perspective on what it is they would like to know and you know what they would like to achieve out of the game and the community and so on, because I mean, we're not going to be here forever. You know what I mean? We're not going to be playing forever. We need to know what the new blood is going to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And
besides,
so-
go ahead.
And so like we can use that information to make the experience like being in the community as good as possible.
Exactly. Now, I know you play a lot of Soul Calibur, as we all do, but what other games do you like to play besides Soul Calibur?
I don't play this game as much, but I played the hell out of it. It's a game called Tori Bash. And
It's called what?
Tori Bash.
What is that?
It's a turn-based fighting game. I've been playing that since like 2009.
It's been out that long?
Oh, it's been out since like 2006. But yeah, that was the first time where I like actually was a world champion in something. So that was pretty cool. I was like 12 years old.
No shit.
Yeah.
You're still like 12 years old. You're still like 12 years old right now, though, right?
No, I'm 13.
Oh man, this is awesome. Hey Alicia, how you doing? Yeah, I stole your boy. He's doing great. I'm keeping him under control. He's being a good boy on the podcast. He's actually giving us some good tips and information and whatnot. And I think that, you know, Alicia, I said it earlier. I gave you a shout out. I've got to give you another shout out just for the simple fact that, you know, you're a motivator. I could tell from the posts that you make, from the way that you support the communities on Twitter, and the way that you put this team together. It just really goes to show that you really care. And, you know, I applaud you for that. You're a badass. And I'm just going to say it right now, Alicia, thank you for all the support that you have given the community. Thank you very much for your awesome commentary. And, you know, thank you also for the compliments that you give me, even though, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. No, I really do mean that, Alicia. I do. Like, you don't know how much of an impact that you have on people, but I could tell that from your team that you have brought up, that you just don't treat these people like players. You treat your players as family. And for you for you to do that is amazing. Okay. Like, there's a lot of esports teams out there that don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't. They're like, hey, I have an esports team. Now I just want to make some money. You know what I mean? And you didn't come here to cry. I'm sorry, but you know, I want to spread the positivity and be real with you. You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. I'm real. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. And I see that with your team, and I have to applaud you for that. That is amazing. And you know, the Caliber community and other communities could use people like you. Very uplifting, positive role models in the fighting game community. More people could be like, I wish more people could be like Alicia. I'm dead serious when I say that. So thank you again. Now, you know, I think that pretty much this kind of wraps it up, man. I mean, this is my first time doing this, everyone. So I'm excited to do this, and going forward, I want to get more people on. I'm going to get, gosh, I can't even think of the words. I'm going to have different questions available for everyone. I want to try to get more tips and whatnot on what to do. And I want this to be a weekly thing, if not a every other week type of podcast, because
Resubscription received.
Oh, Alicia, thank you very much for the sub. Really do appreciate that. Really do. Because again, I want this community to grow, and I want us to be able to show the appreciation that we have for the game. And I want Namco to take a look at us and be like, look, like, these people really care about this game. How about a season 3? You know what I mean?
Yo,
like, I don't want this shit to stop at season 2. I do not. Like, if Tekken could get 3 seasons, Soul Calibur could get 3 seasons as well. And we're going to make that shit happen by freaking, what's that? So it's been a year, and then season 2 happened. So giving our time frame let's say, for instance, season 2 does come out in January. Let's say it did. That would be a whole year. So basically around March of 2021, they could be like, yo, guess what? Season 3. You know what I mean? That would be sick. You know, and if they were to do something like that, add Rock. Gotta have Rock back. Gotta have no Viola. Thanks. Viola could just chill on the sideline.
Man, they can keep Rock too.
What? What's wrong with Rock?
He's whack.
Why is he whack?
Straight up.
Why is he whack?
Like, because every time he's been in the game, he's been ass. I don't know, man. He's just not cool. I'm sorry. There's other characters. Like, they can make a new character. They could put in Superman or something, so we can finally have an even matchup for Aswell, or do something like that.
Superman can lose to Aswell. What are you talking about?
Yeah, probably.
What are you talking about? Even without Kryptonite, Aswell would beat Superman. You know I'm right. Now, there is one character that we didn't even talk about. Actually, before we go, what about Hildy? What do you think about this character? Because this is a character that everyone is talking about, and they hope that she makes season 2. Do you think that she's going to make the roster? Yes or no?
No, I hate Hilda. She's whack to play.
Thank you.
Charge characters are whack in Soul Calibur. Straight up, keep them in 2Ds. I'm just not fucking with it.
So Alicia's like, she said a couple things. One, she said that Rock really fucks her up in Soul Blade. And 2, what about Necrid?
Necrid was a guest character, so they can keep that. And I have never played Soul Blade, so.
You never played Soul Blade?
Do you know how old I am? I'm 12.
Okay, now your real age, you just turned 21, right?
Yeah.
Holy hell. Now, fuck that. We're not leaving just yet, because I have questions to ask now. So when you hit 21, and while you were in Vegas, did you drink anything?
Potentially.
Did you get fucked up, Rich?
Yes. Bro, I just took the biggest L of my Soul Calibur career. Just turned 21.
I knew it.
What did you expect?
I knew it. Okay, so did you drink, let me guess. You had some vodka or some gin, right?
It was mainly Crown.
Ah.
Yeah. And then like whatever they had in the hotel that I went to, because I was playing Aswell in the hotel.
Huh. You know, if I was playing Aswell, I'd probably want to get fucked up too, because I don't want to play that character.
You know.
It's the only way I'll play that character is if I'm just pissed drunk. But
it makes it easier.
No tequila for you, my dude. No tequila.
Not really. I'm not that kind of guy.
All right, good. Because don't do tequila. I used to do tequila, and I used to take it straight, no salt, no lime, nothing, dude. Oh yeah, like I'll give you one of my experiences, guys. So when I turned 40, I was in a bad time in my life, and like some just bad things happened. My son was really sick. I just got out of a relationship, and I just felt like shit, right? So people are actually planning this party for me. I didn't even plan the fucking party. Like, that's how bad it is, right? Like, they're like, hey, we're going to have a get together downtown for CJ. Okay, cool. So, dude, I really didn't eat much. I get there, and I just throw down these hot wings. Like, I just chow down on like 15, maybe even 20 hot wings, right?
Damn.
And, dude, I'm just chucking back tequila shots, dude. Like, afterwards. Like, I'm just throwing them back. I had maybe 8 shots around me that I finished, compared to everybody else's like 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's for you, man.
And I'm sitting there and everything is okay. Dude, I stood up. Oh my goodness.
It hit.
Oh my goodness. It hit so fast, dude. Oh, it hit me like a truck. I sat back down, and the last thing I remember was me being like Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I don't feel so good. and then one of my coworkers, his dad apparently was like, do you want to go to the bathroom or outside? And I just pointed, I guess, outside. And I'm outside hanging onto a tree branch, just throwing up, dude. Out there in the middle of the freaking, that's out there in the middle of the sidewalk, just throwing up. And
Yeah.
people are, I guess, were showing up to the party. They're like, CJ's already fucked up.
What'd you do after that?
Oh, dude. So my friend, I guess, took me home, right? And there was a couple of times where I kept on telling him to pull over because he told me everything. He's like, you kept on telling me to pull over. So you had to throw up, and you didn't throw up until like the final time. So you got, and luckily you did it outside because you were nice enough not to throw in my car. I was like, okay, cool. So I did throw up in his car, and I get home, and you know, kids are knocked out. I had a sitter and all that, but apparently I just went home. I passed out. The next day I woke up for my tattoo appointment, and I was ready to go. No hangover. I will say this: I have never had a hangover in my life. I don't know what they feel like. I don't want to know what they feel like. So when someone says that I have a hangover, I respect them, and I'm like, yo, do you need bread? Do you need water? What do you need? Because people are like, yeah, they hurt. I have never had one. Never.
You pretty much just feel like death for half the day.
And it's crazy because I have not had a drink since my 40th birthday. Like, I have not had one drink. Yeah.
Like, that's it. I'm done.
Oh, dude. At that time, I'm like, See, I used to be like Wolverine and heal up. Now I'm old man Logan. I don't heal up as fast. So I gotta I gotta like take it easy. And I haven't had a drink in over 2 years. It like not even wine or anything. I drink water and I drink juice here and there.
Good.
But 95% of the stuff I drink is just water. It's just water.
That's what I'm doing too. Just straight water and alcohol.
Alicia says, "Don't encourage tequila. You're a fetus."
Yeah, I don't like tequila.
Yeah, don't. I just don't do it. But now is the time for chat. Chat, if you happen to have any questions that you would like for me to ask Rich, feel free to do so right now. Like, please, feel free. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then...
What is veal? Oh, veal is tofu. That's all it is.
Yeah? Is it?
Nah, it's like...
She said, I hate this kid.
Veal?
Oh, man. I still have it up. Love my shitty children. Yep.
Sorry, we're uneducated. But we know frames, so that's all that matters.
You know, I want to make this shirt, but I don't know where to start. I want to make 2 shirts, and I just don't know where to start. And maybe I could get some advice for some other people. I made a tweet a while back that said, how would you guys feel if I were to make good ass Tekken and good ass Soul Calibur shirts? And a lot of people are like, yo, get on that. Like, make it happen. I don't know where to start. So I'm trying to figure that out. And maybe I could get some ideas from people in the community on what it is I should do. Because I want to sell these shirts. I don't want to sell them for too much. And yeah, I don't want to get in trouble by Bandai Namco either.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know.
Oh, you already asked the shirts? Never mind. But we got to scratch that. Tasty Steve has everything because it's Tasty Steve. Oh, I didn't know that there was a freaking good ass Tekken shirt. Okay. I didn't even know that. See, that tells you how much I know.
But now you know more. So.
Now I don't want one. Now I don't even want to make it. Thank you. And where's that shirt? Because I want to buy one. I want to buy one, Alicia. It's made by 10. Okay. 10 divided by 0. All right. Word. All right. Cool. I still have it open, guys. Come on. Ask some questions. You know there are questions that you need to ask Richsticks. Don't ask him about Aswell, why he's playing Aswell, because that's already been answered.
Because Aswell's good and
Maxi's not? Maxi's not good. No, let's say you could just say that Maxi's good, but Aswell's better. Is that the best way to put it? To say that?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Maxi's good, but I'm good at Maxi, so it like cancels out.
All right. Well, then you know what? I'm gonna not ask you. Oh, here's a question. What is your favorite memory from Soul Calibur 6 tournament so far?
Damn, that's tough.
That's a good question.
Probably. You have to give me a minute.
Take your time, man. No rush,
Favorite
please.
memory. Probably damn.
Meeting me. That's your favorite memory.
Yeah,
Say it.
me.
No, I'm not messing with you.
Exactly. Probably just hanging out with people at a final round. Honestly,
Nice.
like getting to talk to Zeph, KP, Party Wolf, meeting all those people for the first time, chopping it
Nice.
up. Of course, hanging out with my AXL squad. You know how it is.
Nice.
Yeah, but just outside of the tournament, I feel like that was the most fun I had at a tournament.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I have one for you. Top 5 characters in Soul Calibur 6 right now, in no particular order, unless you want to go in order. Top 5 characters right now. Go.
All right, Aswell, Sieg, Mina, Zas, Cassandra.
Repeat that for everyone to hear because I want to make a statement. Say it again.
Aswell,
Yep.
Cassandra,
Yep.
Siegfried,
Yep.
Songmina,
Yep.
Zas, and then Ivy would be the 6th if we go in there.
You got to put her on borderline 6, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Okay.
So we have a question from Jin Sama. Jin Sama's like, he says, do you play any other fighting games?
Yeah, I do. I play Tekken at my local every week when I'm not playing Calibur.
Do you win?
We usually just do like casuals.
Oh, nice.
For like
Nice.
4 hours. There was one tournament though, and I went 0-2. So we're gonna work.
Hey, you play Dragunov, right?
Yeah, I played Dragunov.
You know, I believe it or not was playing Dragunov a little bit myself back when Tekken 7 first came out on console.
Yeah, he's so cool, and he's getting like new moves, and down 2's getting more range for some reason.
Oh man, the amount of people that are hating because Geese or that are happy because Geese got nerfed, holy shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I assume Geese was like the Aswell of Tekken.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. There's a clip that that recently happened. That happened to Double. This dude got hit in the 3 walls on Geese's stage.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
it did
it was
like
like
80%.
It was like with a crouch jab counter hit or some shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, like holy shit, like that did like 80%.
Mhm.
And there isn't anything you can do about it except die.
Exactly. I played MK11 a lot when it first came out. I'm okay at that game. Nothing special, but they don't play it at my local, so I just stopped.
So let me ask you this really quick, Alicia. You said that they took it out? Like the counter hit crouch jab is out? Because that's dope. Yeah, she says it's out. Like he can't do that bullshit anymore. Take Muscle Buster out.
Nah, don't do that because then like Axe is actual garbage.
I know.
Yeah, actually, I'd be okay with that.
I know.
Yeah, like just make Aswell like the worst character in the game for the 10 or 11 months that he's been the best.
So you said you played Mortal Kombat for a while. I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat 10 when it came out for like a week, and then I was like, nah, I'm not going to play this anymore. Now, I do have another question for you, actually. Who are some people within the Soul Calibur community, or not even in the community, within the fighting game community, that you look up to, and why? Is it because of just no personality, or that you want to be a top tier player? What is it? What do you think, or what crosses your mind?
Probably low tier. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my god.
Let's see. I'd say my favorite personality in the FGC is. Oh, damn, that's tough.
Me. No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, crazy Jay. I don't know. Boom's up there.
It's Meru, isn't it?
Yeah, Meru. Yeah, let's go with Meru.
Oh God.
But yeah,
I love
when
Boom.
when I was learning Maxi, I definitely was like looking up to IRM in Soul Calibur 5 and Soul Calibur 6. Like I was kind of like doing my own thing, but we'd still like share tech and all that.
Nice. Yeah, I love Boom. Like his personality when he gets on stream is he cracks me up. And then I mean, again, I met him in person, and it's cool to meet someone that plays the game and then yet is a streamer, and then yet they're like the same person in real life. You know what I mean?
Oh,
because you come across these people that are just shit, like two faces.
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah, just a lot of shit bags. You know what I mean? And that's the things those are some of the things that you just got to look out for. But I mean, know your circle, know your people, and surround yourself with good, positive people, and just don't take any bullshit. You know what I mean? Like you could be a good person, but you just don't take any shit.
Yeah. Another guy, Poke Job.
That dude is funny as hell.
Thought,
my God.
Like when he was off camera and off everything, that he would be like a different person. No, I was wrong.
No, that dude is funny as hell. I think Combo Breaker was when I really got to experience how this guy is, because on camera, off camera, he's funny, he's loud, which is what you need, and you can tell that he just shows his love and appreciation for Tekken, and you need people like that. You need people like that, and like I said, Poke Chop cracks me up, dude. And you can tell that he's willing to teach people how to play the game too. So, like, one of our players from Colorado actually moved down to Atlanta and actually participates in the weeklies that Pork Chop does, and he's been leveling up quite a bit. So, again, shouts to Pork Chop for that. Someone says they loved your movement video. Are you doing any more videos in the future?
Yeah, I'm continuing the series with Back to Basic. You're gonna be seeing a new one from that pretty soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, it's gonna be like a multi-video series, probably like 10 or maybe even more. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
So for anyone and everyone that doesn't know, Rich also streams. Feel free to go ahead and follow him there at twitch.tv/Richsticks, and then you can also follow the man on Twitter just by going to Twitter, and it's Richsticks SC. Now, I'm gonna be. I gotta give shout outs to everybody. That's the way it's gonna work. This is the way it's gonna work on my podcast. I am going to support all of you. That is my goal. I don't want to do this for me. I want to do this podcast for the community, for you guys to be recognized for all your hard work that you do, whether it's playing the game, meeting people, artwork, post, whatever. That's what my contribution is to all of you, because I feel that all of you deserve this shit. You do. You really do. And okay, so the name Richsticks, I take it that you got it just because of Maxi Nunchucks. Is that right?
Nope.
Really? Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to deal with Soul Calibur.
Oh my gosh. Lay it on us. How'd you get it?
So, yeah, I was really nice. Okay, well, first off, my name is Rich, so that explains the Rich. But the sixth part, a couple years ago, I was really nice at 2K. And I was like, oh, okay, I wanna create content, because like I'm good at the game, might as well. And it was just kind of like a thing where I like started it halfway, but never ended up doing it. But I was still like, I still call myself Richsticks, so I figured, oh, okay, well, I'll just go by the same thing, because like I made a Twitch channel but I didn't do anything with it.
Oh, gotcha.
And yeah, I just left it like that because like on 2K you play the game with the analog sticks, so that's it.
Speaking of which, are you playing 20? Are you playing
No.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look cool, but yeah, my Xbox Live ran out.
Oh, Alicia, did you see that? Did you see what she put?
If Jeff beats you on 2K, you're changing all your shit over to new graphics. That's fair, but it ain't gonna happen. So that's alright.
Yo, Socrates, what's up? Yeah, I used to play sports games back in the day when Dreamcast was around and when they had NFL 2K, which was still just some of the best shit ever. And then once EA got a hold of the NFL license, I was like, man, like, it's not the same shit anymore. And I just stopped playing sports games. The last sports game I bought was actually NFL 2K3, I think was the last one that they made. Yeah, I haven't bought a sports game since. Like, now, I will say this. If EA did bring back, like, NFL Street and NBA Street, oh, I'm all over that shit. Oh, yeah, I'm all over that shit again. Like, NFL Blitz and that shit. Yeah, bring back that shit. Bring back some Mutant League football. Bring back some fucking Cyber Base Wars. Like, bring that shit back, and I'll play that shit. Bring back some Tecmo Bowl. I'll play that shit.
Yeah, that would be sick. You play NFL Blitz?
Oh, dude, I used to play the hell out of NFL Blitz. Like, a lot.
That was my shit.
Oh, hell yeah. That, I used to play.
I just be throwing Hail Marys,
Me
just
too.
80 yards, no problem.
Yep, me too. Me too. That, and I used to play a lot of NBA Jam. A lot of NBA Jam.
That was fine.
Oh, man. And, you say that you like playing basketball. I have a favorite basketball team, but my favorite basketball team just sucks. So we won't talk about that.
What's your team?
Nope.
My team's the Bulls, so we suck too. It's cool.
My team's worse than that.
Really?
Yeah. My team was the worst team in basketball last year. No, my team was worse than that last year.
Oh, the Suns?
Yep.
Ooh. It's not getting any better.
I know. So I became a Suns fan, and this is... So I was born in Kansas. A lot of people probably don't know that, but I was born in Kansas. And Kansas doesn't have a basketball team outside of, NBA basketball team because, see, we got the Jayhawks. So, yeah, take that shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Jayhawks are no joke. Yeah. So, just growing up, I would watch Dan Marley and, Hardaway and Johnson and all those guys and Steve Nash, and then Stoudemire came in, and then Boris Diaw and Raja Bell, and it just stuck. And I was like, I'm just going to, be a Suns fan forever. And Jesus Christ, what a mistake.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But at the same time, like, if you're not with them while they're down, then you should.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm still a fan. I still have my Barkley jersey and my Nash jerseys. I still have them. Yes, I still have. I have the. Okay, get this. The Barkley jersey I have is the black alternative color by Champion. Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, I still have that old school Barkley jersey, dude.
It's probably worth a grip.
Yeah, I still have that jersey. And then if you're not with him while you're down, boy, sounded like he's talking about a relationship.
I mean, it pretty much is, man, with my Bulls.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Do you watch football? like what other hobbies do you do? Do you watch football?
Like, I'll go to my college's football games just because I feel like it's more entertaining that way. But other than that,
nice. No NFL team?
Nope.
All right, well then, you know what? You could be with me on my favorite NFL team because, see, we won today, and we're going to win a lot more games. So let's just keep that under wraps. Like Chiefs, Kansas City, let's go.
Oh yeah, a lot of people around here are Chiefs fans.
Oh, I can imagine so. I imagine so. I wonder why. Half of them were probably like, oh, we're Colts fans, but since Andrew Luck retired, we're now just going to go ahead and become Chiefs fans now. Nah, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I was born in Kansas. I will be a Chiefs fan until I die. So
that's fair.
Well, anybody else have any other questions? If not, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Give it about 2 more minutes if you happen to have any other questions here. But man, and I want to say right now, thank you very much for being part of this podcast. It's something that I've wanted to do. I didn't even know a name of the podcast. So shout outs to all of you for
Hey, it's a
voting
good
on a name. Like I had 4 names. I had Transcending History. Gosh, I can't even remember. It was like Soul Sundays, Transcending History. Shit, I can't remember the other 2, but I like it. It fits, and again, community. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, anytime, man. When I first started this, I was like, I know exactly who I'm going to have as my first guest. Know exactly who I'm going to have. I mean, you're consistent. You're funny. You have great streams. You provide good content. You're playing as well now.
Yeah, I'm playing as well. That's always a hot topic.
That, I'm surprised that shit doesn't trend on Twitter more. Richsticks as well.
Yeah, rich weapon arts.
Like it's so weird to see you play that character, and you played that character against me, and you bodied the fuck out of me. And dude, like I was so frustrated fighting that matchup against you. I'm like, oh, this is some of the most frustrating shit I have ever dealt with.
Mm-hmm. And then I switched to Maxi, and it got so much harder.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I can actually play the game.
The character that I'm like known as one of the Maxis, and it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah,
I was like, I got a hit. I was like, his neutral game is ass. His faraway game is ass. I can play him now. I can actually hit buttons. And then you play as well, and I'm like, I can't hit a button. I can't step. All I can do is I can do 2 things.
You can just wait, because Aswell can hang at that range.
Yep, I can do 2 things: nothing and like it. That's all I can do. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, well, I don't think anybody else has any questions. So, thank you again for being on the podcast, dude. So, I plan on actually uploading this to YouTube, and I know that I might be able to upload it to, say, Spotify or any other podcast channels. I plan on uploading this so everyone can watch. Hey, thank you very much for the follow on Twitter there, Spear. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. And everyone, support your streamers, not just me. It's September right now. Feel free to go ahead and subscribe to your favorite streamer right now for half off. Give them that support. As a matter of fact, I want everyone to go to Rich's channel and support Rich. He's a good dude. Support Rich.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we almost hitting that what was it, like 2,600 followers? We getting there.
Yeah, man. Like he's getting quite the crowd there. And I'm surprised you're not even partnered yet. Like I'm really shocked that you're not partnered yet.
Yeah, there was a point where I was at like double the requirement, but I don't think they wanted to like take a chance because my channel was new.
There was a whole bunch of other people I know that got a new channel, and they got it. So I don't know why you didn't.
Maybe they're tweaking, like, and they didn't even give me an explanation. So I was like, oh, okay.
That's unfortunate. You'll get it, though.
That's fine. Yeah, we're going to get it.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. So, everyone, please go to Rich's channel, twitch.tv/Richsticks. Follow the man on Twitter. And that, again, is Richsticks SC. Again, man, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for being an awesome guest.
Thanks for having me.
Not a thank you for playing as well against me and kicking my ass. I still love you though. I love you, but don't bother me like if I end up playing against you in a tournament, don't body me. Just don't don't body me like that. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Don't body me. Play Maxi.
Play. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about moving Aswell to like main status, but there's still so many matchups that I need to play.
What do you think is the hardest matchup though for Aswell? Like, be honest.
Aswell's hardest matchup?
Cassie, right?
Nah, not really, because like he's still dumb.
Well, then if it's not Cassie, it has to be 2B. It has to be.
Zas, maybe?
Really?
Yeah, because like in Sword, I really want to like kind of be active, and then Zas was like, "Oh, you trying to move?" No.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's fair. All right. Well, are you about to stream or anything later or what?
Nah, I got homework to do.
Homework. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, get on your homework. Do not skimp out on that. And I'm sure that I will be seeing you here in the future. Do you happen to have a stream schedule, by the way?
As far as days, no, but I generally start around 4 p.m. Central.
About 4 p.m. Central? Okay. Guys,
Yeah.
remember that 4 p.m. Central. That's when he really starts. If you haven't followed him, follow him and support Rich. All right.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, anytime. And after you're done with homework, if you had time, I might be streaming, and then maybe we could get in some games because I need to practice.
Yeah, I'll be down as long as I have time.
All right. Yeah, hit me up.
For sure, man.
All right, man. Thanks again.
You have a good one.
All right, you too. All right. First episode down, everybody. I plan on doing this again either every week or every other week, depending on my schedule. And what can I say? Thank you very much for everyone being here. Shout outs to all of you, just because you're amazing people and you came to listen to this. It really means a lot. Again, I plan on uploading this to YouTube. I plan on uploading this to Spotify if I can, and any other sort of podcast platforms as well. The VOD is going to be available for a while, so you could go ahead and listen on the VOD. Feel free to let people know. Twitch.tv/CrazyJ. That's an I at the beginning and an I at the end because I could not get regular Crazy J and I didn't want it to make it look all funky. So, again, everyone, thank you very much for listening. And just stay cool and play some Caliber. Play Caliber. Until next time, everyone, have yourself a good day, and I will be seeing you soon. Crazy J out.